It's time for a Kev Quest. So, still in Legoland, California, with this special fun little tribute storyline. So, the knights here you see right back at me and now in front of you guys, in front of me, is this knights here used to be a ride called Knights Tournament. So, Knights Tournament was actually a ride that was on this location down here. And, backstory short, the whole ride that used to be back here first was called Spellbreakers. So, after I have to get something on my backpack first, so I can actually do this video. But it's just an empty lot, but it's kind of sad and saying like this is just an empty area now, just all the way to it. But it's just a little sad thing saying like, oh, there's no more like ride here anymore, and just everything to it. Just by looking at this now, it's kind of sad and warming that there's nothing here anymore. So I'm gonna do is after I go out of this line here, as you can see I'm in front of me with the line here, and just everything on here. So I'm gonna just put this guy down for a couple more seconds or so, just over here. Just on there, as you guys are just seeing, what you guys are seeing from my respective point of view on this little grass area. So Spellbreaker was this interesting ride back then, and here's a picture of it now. And it was there was this big giant elevator, and the height of it was 42.0 feet in the air. The speed of it was 24.0 minute per hour, which is really interesting overall to it. And Spellbreaker didn't last long enough. It only came from, year was 2020 and ended in 2003. So that did not last enough. And then a couple years later, into the picture round, there was Knights Tournaments. Knights Tournament was, which is you guys are seeing here, and the different about it on that. So it was a robotic arm. And the guests could select through different levels, which was really cool overall. So here's a picture of what it looks like with the cool thing overall to it, which is Destiny 1 is Gentle, which is the monkey shield. Each one had a different shield of a different animal, which I did not know about until after. Well, actually I did kind of know, but I never knew the animals were, where they were and stuff. Destiny 2 is Fun, Bear. The Destiny Green, the Destiny 3 is Fast, was a wolf one. Number Destiny 4 was Turbo, the hawk. The Destiny 5 Extreme Scorpion one. And the overall, I gotta say, level 5 was, Turbo 5 was the extreme one overall to it. And when I've been on the ride like 4 times in the prior time frame when it was still around back then. But overall, in my opinion, overall to it, it's beautiful to my heart that this ride was gone. And the sad thing too is that the ride was open from 2005 to all the way 2019. And the bad part about this ride is that this ride here was not able to, so back to me on this, for example here. So the sad thing about this ride was Knights Tournament. The sad thing about this ride was that it was fortunately not able to what's that called? All the parts to the ride that they made back then did not exist anymore. So it was super sad to say that the attraction that used to be here is no longer here anymore. So Knights Tournaments was my all-time favorite ride here until a couple years later, Emmett's Flying Adventure. Emmett's Flying Adventure, which is my new one now today at Legoland, California. And just everything to it on here. Just a little goodbye. This was a little fun little video. that I just want to point out to you guys out here and just everything to it all. From Spellbreaker to Nice Tournament, this is what it looks like now. Just barrier, green, and rocks and everything galore. In my opinion, what they could do here on another roller coaster, something cool and excitement. What do you think they might be here in a couple years from now? I don't know yet, but this space is completely empty. So you can see a lot of things you can do from this line all the way down here, from everything from top to bottom on here as well. So that was my intake of Spellbreaker and Nice Tournament. Even though Spellbreaker did not last long and Nice Tournament, like I said, had an issue with the parts to it all, everything to it all on here. And as you may know, right behind me is just all that information to it on here. So you guys are wondering what happened to the dragon, but as you may know, I will stay on that and give you guys exactly where the dragon ended up, because Nice Tournament used to be here like I mentioned before, and we'll be back on that. Alright, so this is the dragon now, and part of near the Castle Hotel, which you see here, and just a really cool thing overall. So the big red dragon, as you see here, was part of Nice Tournaments, and so it was really interesting when I saw it still sitting there. This was the only thing remaining left, and it was really cool how they moved it here. So like before, this dragon was in Castle Hill during Nice Tournament, and just a really cool thing overall to it. And gotta say, it's a nice thing over addition to it that they kept part of this attraction of the alive here at Legoland California Resort, which is a nice thing to it as well. So that's just my intake on that for you guys for Spellbreaker and Nice Tournaments on that too as well. So hope you guys like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Leave the bell notification on if I'm posting any videos. Leave the comments down below, and see you guys next time only on KevQuest.